What is going on, everyone? I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey, and boy do I have an exciting one for you today. We are playing with one of my favorite decks I've ever put together. This is a deck that I put together years and years ago when I was posting, long before the hiatus that I took for like 2022 to 2024. This is my super hand-controlled deck, except we are not playing with this version of the deck that I've already posted before when my mic was bad. We are playing with a new version that I've kind of pieced together, taking inspiration from that new YuGiOh Sumo deck, using, a bunch of drop-offs, time seals, and compulsory evacuation devices, except instead of trying to just go for sheer beatdown with big 2200 Jirai Gumos, we are ripping my opponent's hand with Spirit Reaper, Donzalug, and Thestalos, the Firestorm Monarch. I'm really excited. I want to see how this goes. I love this deck so much. I don't know if it's going to perform better than the other one, which is a little bit more control-y, but this is just trying to absolutely destroy my opponent's hand. But before we get to that, I do have a little thing here, and, it's a comment. Nick1834, he asked, why do you upload L's instead of waiting for a good gameplay? And I'm not trying to put this guy on blast, I'm happy he commented, and it's a genuine question. In all honesty, one, you guys know that with the decks I play, I don't get that many wins. I mean, I try to, but it doesn't always happen. And I just basically play and upload. The sheer honest truth is, when I am playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm usually recording for a video. I'm not going to play 12 matches and just, get 2 wins. Also, and I did reply to the comment, if I play 10 matches and get 2 wins, sure, maybe those 2 wins were pretty good, but it doesn't really represent the deck, because say, I'm using something really terrible, like the Archfiend deck yesterday. Fun, absolutely fun, but not that good. And if I was to only upload the wins, well, then you might be looking and be like, well, that seems pretty good, because, yeah, I got 2 wins or whatever, but, you didn't see the 8 losses. So that's why, but, I just wanted to kind of do this, because I also wanted to say, leave questions for me in the comments. I actually want to do the commentary where I just kind of talk about things. And if you guys want me to talk about anything in particular, Yu-Gi-Oh or non-Yu-Gi-Oh related, let me know. I think it'd be really fun to kind of start a little community in this comment section and see how it goes. But yeah, that's what I got for you today in terms of my question of the day and what I want you to do. But let's go ahead and go join the GOAT format ladder, the best format. Super hand control, that's what I called it, super hand control. Let's click this button for your viewing pleasure, click this button to tell my opponent I am ready, and hope that you're having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, go ahead and make it a fantastic day by clicking off this video. You can always come back later. I'm not going anywhere, I promise you that. I will be here, because that's how videos work. I record myself in 3D space, and you watch it in 2D space on your phone whenever you feel like, but you better be having a fantastic day. My opponent opens up with Thunder Dragon, getting 2 Thunder Dragons, actually only getting 1 Thunder Dragon, so he must have opened up with 2. He sets a back row after using Upstart Goblin. You know what I think about Upstart Goblin. 1,000 life points for me, 1 card for him. That's 999 more things for me. Alright, my opponent set a back row and a monster. We have Ring of Destruction, Call the Haunted, Time Seal, Exiled, Mystic Tomato, and Thestalos. We're going to just go ahead and open up with the Exiled Force, hitting the face down. Hopefully not a Sangan. I suppose it could be a Judgment. It was a Dekoichi. That's exactly kind of what I wanted to hit. And, I think we go ahead and set Ring and Time Seal. Call is really good with the Exiled Engrave, but I don't want to commit too many back rows right now. Though, of course, it seems like it would have been pretty good. We get Donzalug. Alright. What do we want to do here? I think the play is just to normal summon the Mystic Tomato and try to attack. Maybe Spy? Okay. So he's playing some sort of draw deck. Do I want to use Time Seal? I don't think I do. I'm just going to pass the turn there, I think. Feeling pretty decent about this position right now. Let's see what my opponent can do to out this. Setting another back row. We draw MST. No, not the back row, another monster. My apologies. Alright, we will fire off the MST, because I want to try to get in with this Donzalug. Alright, well, he sets the Mystic Tomato. We will flip the Mystic Tomato, because obviously why not. Summon the Donzalug, attack with the Mystic Tomato. Maybe it's a Magician of Faith. That's a Sangan. So we know he has double Thunder Dragon. He gets Exodia. Ooh. Spicy. Alright, well, let's hit in with Don Zalug. Declare, and we'll hit this card out of my opponent's hand. Hitting the Thunder Dragon, okay. Feeling a little more confident now about setting the Call of the Haunted. Probably should have fired off the Time Seal, honestly, but what can you do? The Mystic Tomatoes aren't going to be too good. I don't know if he's going to be doing too much attacking. Viewing his graveyard, he does have a Light and a Dark. In attack position. Has to be attack. And he will pass after setting another back row. Okay. We get Spirit Reaper. I think we can go ahead. A couple things we could do. I'm feeling pretty decent with the Call of the Haunted set. Now the question is, do we summon the Spirit Reaper? Or do we summon Thestalos? I think we go with Spirit Reaper. If it's Torrential, it's Torrential. And if it's Mirror Force, well, I'm screwed. Okay. So we beat over the Sangan with Mystic Tomato. He's viewing his deck. He also needs to take 400. We will then attack with the Spirit Reaper. We have a great... Alright, so he sets the Spirit Reaper. Probably should have set its effect. Can't activate once it's face down. Takes 1400, declare, and we'll hit the middle card out of his hand. Hitting the other Thunder Dragon. Alright, we will then Time Seal, so we cannot draw. And pass our turn. Wow. I honestly hope I lose. It'd be epic. I mean, if I'm going to lose, I want to lose to Exodia. That's incredible. Alright, we will bring in all these mind controls. Let's take out... what do we want to take out? I think one Mystic Tomato at least. Dust Tornadoes might be alright. I don't know. Hard to tell. Mystic Swordsman level 2 is probably going to be pretty good. Mirror Force is bad. Maybe... Do we get the... get DD Warrior Lady out of here. Okay. And we'll go in for game 2. And if we lose this match, we honestly are just the worst player of all time. I mean, we are playing a hand-ripped deck against Exodia, which needs cards in its hand. At first I thought maybe he was going for like Exodia Necros, but nope. Opening hand this time, Heavy Storm, Rhoda, Spirit Reaper, Compulse, and Don Zalug. Alright, he sets 2. We get Mystic Tomato as a draw. We will just activate the Heavy Storm right away. Could be Jars of Greed, Book of Moon, Ring of Destruction. We'll then activate Rhoda. Happy to see both those cards gone, getting a quick plus. Getting ourselves Mystic Swordsman level 2. Summon that. Attack. Just take a plus here. Could be a Sangan. It's a Gravekeeper Spy. Fantastic card to see. We'll set the Compulse and pass our turn. Okay. I was going to say sets a monster, but nope. discards a Thunder Dragon, getting himself 2 Thunder Dragons to his hand. So 3 unknown cards, 2 Thunder Dragons. Brain Control. We're gonna compulse this, because he's gonna tribute it for Thunder Dragon, obviously. Alright, we get Mystical Space Typhoon. We will summon a Donzalug and attack directly. Declare, hitting this card out of my opponent's hand. Hitting a Thunder Dragon. We've only hit Thunder Dragons out of my opponent's hand. What is this? But setting MST. Okay, we get Pot of Greed. I feel bad for my opponent. I mean, I'm just going crazy right now. We'll summon the Spirit Reaper. Attack for 1,700. And declare both effects. Hitting that card. And this card. Getting 2 Monarchs out of his hand. And we'll drop off mill the card you would have drawn. Because, yeah, it's not Time Seal, it's drop off. Alright, so Call's gone. We draw our own Call of the Haunted. We'll summon and just attack. I mean, I don't want to say this is looking powerful because we're playing against a pretty mediocre deck. With all due respect to my opponent. It's cool. I mean, freaking absolutely love it. He's playing freaking Exodia. I am not going to complain in the slightest, but there's nothing he can do. GG's. And he's already gone. Okay, go ahead and join the ladder again. But performed pretty well. I really, really like the idea of the Gumo Sumo deck, and it probably is the better deck. I mean, I'm sure, what is it? Easy to Slay You. I think that's the guy who kind of created it. If I recall. If I'm wrong, then I apologize. You know, you guys can look. I know Cub Games has covered it a good bit on his channel. It's where I was first introduced to the idea. And it's a really, really cool deck. I like the idea of just almost ignoring your opponent at all. Just, you know, going straight beat down like crazy. This is not beat down, you know, it's hand drip. You know, that's what it is. But I like the idea of using the drop-offs and the compulses. You... 2. God, I cannot type. Alright, opening hand. Looking pretty good. We have Pot of Greed. Right away, we have... Alright. Mystic Swordsman level 2, Mystic Tomato, Time Seal, Zalug, Premature Burial, Rhoda, and Snatch Steel. We'll go ahead, summon the Tomato, set the Time Seal, pass our turn. Maybe we can bait out an MST or something. I like all the chainables as well, because it basically tells your opponent anything that you have that can destroy my back row doesn't matter. Mystic Tomato's there just to float into anything I possibly could need. Getting drop-off, that's a good card. Okay. We have Premature Burial, so I feel fine summoning the Donzalug. And going for 2,800. Unless... Okay, that gets Book of Moon. That's fine. We will then set the drop-off and pass our turn. We'll then drop off. Getting rid of a Scapegoat. He doesn't chain it. Which, he could chain it, but then he wouldn't be able to summon it all this turn. But he could have normal set, so if he's the kind of person who wanted to set monsters, then that would be alright. But let's see what my opponent does to get out of this position. 5 cards to our 7. Decently rated. You know, he's got a lot of experience. He summons a Tribe Infecting Virus. Getting rid of Mystic Tomato, discarding a card. And then beating over the Don Zalug. Alright, we have Snatch Steal, though. And we get Ring of Destruction, so that's just, I think, better. Actually, no. Wano, it's better than all of this. Stand by main. We will Rhoda. Getting ourselves a Don Zalug. Snatch Steal, the Tribe Infecting Virus. Summon Zalug. Premature Burial for another Zalug. And smacking him for a lot of damage. 40, not 48. 28, yeah. And declare, hitting this card. And that card. We will then main phase 2. Activate the Time Seal. Set the Ring of Destruction. And pass our turn. So he has one card to out this. Can he do it? Gains 1,000. Could have ringed. Heavy Storm. We are going to target his tribe. We'll each take 16. Yeah, so there we go. That's game. GG. And what did we see? I mean, all we really saw was tribe. I don't know. Maybe bring in a couple mind controls. I feel like he's going to bring in something. This is tough. You know what? Screw it. I just want to see how the main deck goes. You guys know me. I'm not that good at this game. I don't know how to think properly. I got Roofer Brain. Actually, right now it's not Roofer Brain. It's post-workout brain. Dust Tornado, Spirit Reaper, Zalug, Time Seal, Pot of Greed is our opening hand. He sets a couple back row, summons Sangan. And I like our hand. We drew a drop-off. We'll activate the Pot of Greed. Getting DD Warrior Lady, Mystic Tomato. We're going to try to summon DD Warrior Lady. And attack. And banish both of them. Setting the Dust, Drop-Off, and Time Seal. Hitting our Dust Tornado with his MST. We will drop off. Getting a Thunder Dragon. Okay, so that's kind of nice, because now we can't get the plus with the Thunder Dragon. No Dark Engrave. He sets another back row and passes turn. We draw another Mystic Tomato. And here, we'll summon the Zalug and try to swing. Use his Scapegoats. Alright. We're going to use the Time Seal, because I want to be able to get rid of these goat tokens as fast as possible. Hopefully no Metamorphosis coming my way, and a Metamorphosis coming my way right there. We'll take 1,400. And he passes his turn. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just set Spirit Reaper, set MST, pass our turn. He Regeki breaks the MST. Discarding Chaos Sword. Weird. I don't know why I said weird, but he seemed adamant in making sure that that Chaos Orc, like, he kept checking his graveyard. Sets a monster. We draw Premature Burial. I think we'll set Mystic Tomato. If he wants to attack over it, that's fine, but he has to attack with 1,000 Eyes Restrict, and it just helps us dig through our deck a little bit. So, Mystic Tomato goes to grave, and we will get ourselves... We don't even have Sangan in this deck. I am so bad. What am I doing? Alright, we will get the third Mystic Tomato. We get Nobleman a cross out. We'll fire it off. Hitting a Gravekeeper Spy. Nice hit. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the Mystic Tomato, because now he's going to be able to crash it. And we'll set our other Mystic Tomato. Can't attack because of the 1,000 Dies Restrict. And I do quickly have to send a text. And we will go for another Spirit Reaper. Should have gone Don Zalug now that I think about it, because he's going to be... Actually, no, because he can take a Spirit Reaper. So he takes a Spirit Reaper. I think the way it works is, yeah, because it becomes a spell trap, it doesn't get destroyed by its own effect. And he passes his turn. We get another Spirit Reaper. We'll set that and pass our turn. So we're basically waiting for... What? By the time the effect resolves, Reaper is no longer a monster, and thus wouldn't destroy itself, I'm pretty sure. If anyone knows in the comment section down below, that's one of those things, let me know. No problem. He sets a monster and passes turn. We draw Thestalos. And I think I'll just pass the turn. We're really just waiting for Exiled Force. Rhoda or Exiled Force. And he's going to take 800. Setting another monster. We get Delinquent Duo. I'll hold it for now. No need to use it. Alright, we get another Thestalos. Now we can fire off the Delinquent Duo. Getting rid of a Scapegoat and a Snatch Steal. Fantastic. Love to see the Snatch Steal gone. Get a Time Seal. We'll set that. Pass our turn. And probably only going to do these two matches today. Get a drop-off. Set the drop-off. Use the drop-off. Getting rid of a Raigeki Break. That's a really nice hit, because that could have gotten rid of our Reaper. Get a Compulse. Okay, that's another good card that can get out from this situation. But I honestly don't know if I want to. 1,000 Dies Restrict is looking pretty bad right now. Okay, well, if he's going to Dust Tornado, we'll Compulse the 1,000 Dies. If he's going to give us that opportunity to get a little plus. He now can flip his monsters, though, which... Okay, Dekoichi. That's fine. He's viewing his graveyard. He does have a Light and a Dark. Flipping a Magician of Faith. Getting back what? Target. Snatch Steal. That's fine. I mean, I can't negate it anyways, but... He can get rid of the Reaper this way. If he chooses to do that. I mean, I think that's the only thing you'd want to do. Oh, okay. He summons Tribe. Getting rid of Mystic Tomato, which is a plant. then he uses Metamorphosis, tributes for cost, but still, sure. You have to make room. So he takes the face down Spirit Reaper. And I suppose he does have the ability to pop his own Thousand Eyes with the Tribe Infecting Virus. We get Time Seal. And we will set it, but honestly, I don't know if we want to use it, because as of right now, I mean, I would deck out first, but that might be a win condition, potentially. I mean, not really, because he can always pop the Thousand Eyes. He goes Metamorphosis, getting rid of the Thousand Eyes. That's fine. Summoning another Thousand Eyes Restrict. Taking Spirit Reaper. So now we can start poking for 300 damage. Doing 300. We get Nobleman across out a little too late. Pass our turn. I mean, we're really waiting for Exiled Force here. Discards Thunder Dragon. He can only get one because we did discard the other with a drop-off earlier in the duel. And apologies, I have to respond to a text real fast. We'll take 300. He goes to end. We draw Heavy Storm. And we still just have to pass. Take another 300. So slowly but surely the game is progressing. We draw a Compulse. Okay. We'll set the Compulse and pass our turn. But I think we have some plays in the future. Though I don't like that he's been checking his graveyard. Makes me think he's got a Chaos Monster. He's going to do another 300. Goes to end phase. We get Call of the Haunted. Alright, we're going to activate one Time Seal. Just because I don't want to use Heavy Storm if I can't chain both Time Seals and get full value. And we'll pass our turn. Probably is going to go to the same play and just go to battle. Maybe he fires off Tribe this time. Popping Spellcasters. He has Beast, Spellcasters, Machine, and Aqua. I could also get Snatch Deal. He tributes the Thousand Eyes for Thunder Dragon. That's fine. Goes to battle. 16. I think... Yeah, we'll take 16. It's going to sound weird. We're going to compulse the Decoichi because we have the Nobleman across out. And we'll then take 16 from the Tribe Infecting Virus. Yeah, okay. He caught it. Sets a back row and passes. We get another Compulse. Pretty good draw. We will then Heavy Storm. Any response? He Book of Moons his Tribe. I will activate Time Seal. Next, let's see. We have a Don Zalug. I mean, we have to make the aggressive play. We'll pay 800 for Zalug. Beat over the tribe in battle. Main phase 2. We'll tribute it for Thestalos. Declare. Hitting this card from my opponent's hand. Hitting the BLS! I needed that. Phew. Oh my goodness, okay. So he takes 800. We will then set call and set compulse. And pass our turn. So we know he has Dekoichi. No draw. He has Snatch, Steal. We have to do this. We compulse. Bring this to hand. Summons the Dekoichi. Goes to battle. We will call. Bring back a Mystic Tomato. We'll take 200. Bring out another tomato. No, we can't bring out another tomato. We don't have it. Okay. Bring out Don Zalug. Okay, and then he crashes. So, unfortunately, we need a great top deck here. That's not a great top deck. Okay. But now that we've seen Dekoichi's, GG. Maybe 2 Mind Control. I don't know if we need 3. Thestalos seems not great. I think DD Warrior Ladies. No, DD Warrior Lady might come in handy. What else? I don't know. I mean, like, the whole deck is just so powerful. Going first, Duo was great. Maybe just 1 Mind Control for Thestalos. We have so many compulses that I just don't feel like we need the way to attack the flips. We also have plenty of other cards. Okay, this is a great hand. Reinforcement of the Army, MST, Thestalos, Delinquent Duo, Time Seal, Spirit Reaper. Obviously, we'll take our plus right away with Delinquent Duo. Hitting the middle card from his hand. Hitting a Torrential Tribute. That's fantastic, because that could get rid of our Spirit Reaper. And a Mirror Force, just get rid of the 2 1-ofs. Okay, and then I think we make an interesting play. We're going to normal summon Spirit Reaper, set Time Seal, set MST. He draws for turn. But I just do not want this Reaper getting Nobleman Across outed. He then metamorphosizes. That's fine. It's a Sinister Serpent. 1,000 dies restrict. He will take the Spirit Reaper. Hitting us for then 300. Passing turn, we draw Mystic Tomato. Here, we go ahead, activate Rhoda, get the Exiled Force, summon Exiled, declare, popping his monster, activating Time Seal, and passing turn. We will blind MST, the back row he just set, Book of Moon. We get Premature Burial. Unfortunately, the way it works is, if I recall, if you Premature Burial a Spirit Reaper, because it's constantly targeting the Spirit Reaper, would just die, so we're just going to swing in for 14 with Mystic Tomato. But this is fine because it's going to give us fodder for the Thestalos. He's drawing into 2 cards. We have the advantage here. We draw drop-off. Because it could be a spy, we're going to tribute for Thestalos hitting the card out of his hand. Tsukiyomi. That's a great hit, actually, because it would have been able to get over a Thestalos. And attack. And it is the Gravekeeper Spy, so we had that read. Thank goodness. We'll set the drop-off and pass turn. We'll then activate drop-off. Getting rid of a Chaos Sork. He didn't have lights in grave. He did have the Sinister Serpent, though. Oh, and we get DD Warrior Lady. Okay, well, we're just going to take our plus. We want to try to get that Sinister Serpent. And because, I mean, what? If he draws into the Nobleman of Crossout, he draws into Nobleman of Crossout. Let's notice, does he shuffle his hand? He delinquent duos. Okay, so paying 1,000. And he sets the Sinister Serpent exactly what I wanted. Flip some DD Warrior Lady. Attack. Banish. Attack directly for 24. Set Compulse. And if we draw a monster next turn, it's basically game. We get Time Seal. Scapegoats? Nope. We'll set the Time Seal. Space Typhoon's the Time Seal. So we trade 1 for 1 anyways. GG's? GG's. It was a compulse. Let's see what he says. You too. Alright, well, that's going to be it. A little bit of a shorter video for me today. 37 minutes, you know, it's a bit getting close to that 40-minute mark that I like. But honestly, this deck was fire. I really want to try the Gumo Sumo deck as well. Let me know if you want me to play that in the future. It's maybe a little meta for my liking. But holy crap, like, taking the inspiration and using something like this, just those drop-offs, time seals, compulses felt so good. Ripping my opponent's hand. Oh my goodness. Hitting that BLS was epic, even though I think we still lost that game. But I like this. This deck is really fun. It really is one of my favorites. I love this. I probably should find room for the Sangan just because it's the best Mystic Tomato target. But obviously, like, you want to be getting Zalugs and Reapers. But the Sangan would have been nice to be able to get the Exiled Force at one point to get rid of the 1,000 dies restrict that my opponent had on the field. What would I cut? Tough to say, you know, a lot of the space, you know, maybe a Dust Tornado, maybe you could try to get rid of a drop-off or Time Seal, but, like, they put in work. They were really, really good, so I don't know. Maybe you could cut the Mystic Swordsman level 2, considering we have the 3 Compulses in the main, and just put this in the side deck, and yeah, that might be the best option you got, but honestly, the Mystic Swordsman level 2 also came in handy at one point and during the matches. But thank you all for watching. Leave comments down below of what you want me to talk about in the future, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or not Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. It can be like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And the state of that. It can be about old GOAT format Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, as I'm talking, I have an idea for something I want to talk about in the future, but that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, and goodbye.